69452 and 1-866-6775.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries. As we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media, this is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. I want to chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. And let me remind you, if you ever have any home or finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you, and you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are no operators standing by. I am it.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money, I personally work with you, even if you don't have any needs today. Save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And of course, we are celebrating today. Well, one of them I can't do this one. It's National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day. Since I don't have a daughter, I guess that may not be too possible in my case. But hey, let's see what else we've got going on. National Macaroni Day. I like that one. National Dive Bar Day. We could go with National Dive Bar Day. That's a pretty good one. And how about National Strawberry Sundae Day? Well, it depends. I guess we get chocolate ice cream with some strawberries on top. That'll work for me, but I think we might have to go back to the dive bars. Where's your favorite dive bar? Right? I mean, I think, I don't know. I know I've been to a couple of places where they've had the diners, divers, and dashes, or whatever that show is. I don't even know the name of it. Guy Fieri, right? I mean, but I've watched that. Some of those, and there's been some dive bars that he's visited that I have certainly enjoyed. Where is your favorite dive bar? You know, I see you. Alex, tell me your favorite dive bar. You drive all over the country. You got to have a favorite dive bar somewhere. So Alex is with us. He's a regular. We even got a song here for Alex. We might get that one playing right.
Welcome back.
Just for you, Alex. Bar Rescue has nothing but dive bars on it. Okay, we got that one. There's one right around here that they visited. I don't remember where in North Orange County. I watched the Restaurants Impossible, and I forgot where that one was. Restaurant Impossible up there. There was one in Vegas. They did a Restaurant Impossible makeover. So I don't know if you've been to that one, Josh. It was a pretty good show just recently. Moving right along, let's see what else is going on in the world today. Let's see. We've got the markets. What are the markets doing today? Let's check that out for you and see the Dow Jones Industrial Average moving right along today. Dow Jones, let's see. Dow Jones up 64 points. S&P 500 up 12. NASDAQ up 23. Oil down $1.85 a barrel. That's some good news if you are thinking about driving anywhere. Oil down $1.85 a barrel. So what's that doing for gasoline prices around the country? Let's take a look. $3.14 is the national average of a gallon of gasoline. If you're right here in the beautiful state of Calizuela, paying $4.31 a gallon. 1 year ago, $3.10 a gallon. So $3.10 a gallon. Okay, cheapest gasoline in the country, $2.76 in Mississippi. Yeah, that's a big difference from our 4+ here in California. What else do we have in the world? There's some news, a fascinating story. So I just like watching some of these things, and sometimes it takes us a day or two to find the information. But did you catch any of the president's speeches over the July 4th holiday? I think it's fascinating. I'm just wondering what country he may or may not be in, what world he may or may not be in. I know he's from outer space or somewhere around there, but on his July 4th comments, he was talking about how excited he is and praising the unity of Americans. Really? I'm not sure that I've seen this much division in my lifetime.
You know better than that.
But the president's out there talking about unity. Okay, I wish it was true. I don't see it. Maybe you do. And in fact, even if we look at our own comments for today, and yes, I do love sharing comments today. But let's just see. Francisco Contreras is obviously no one because he says that no one's watching, but he's watching. And I do have a counter on here, Francisco, so I can actually see from all the different socials who's watching. Let's see. Second base on Chapman and Orange on it twice. They finally gave up on them, so they were so bad. Okay, got it. It's kind of funny. Let's go back and see what else the president has to say. Maybe we can learn from him. Wait a second. Meghan McCain announced she's leaving The View. Does anybody watch The View? That's another one of those real wonderful shows. It's fascinating. Violence never takes a vacation over the holiday weekend. Shootings skyrocketed. That's not a good one. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez claims that the Olympian who was suspended over marijuana use, that was a racist issue. How could that be? I mean, the rules were written. The lady said she knew what the rules were. She said she knew that she broke the rules. She says she has a good reason. It was somebody in her family had just died, and it was helpful to her. Okay, I get it. And according to Miss Ocasio-Cortez, that makes it racist. Well, I guess there's new meaning for racist somewhere in this world, and it's not got the same meanings that I do. Interesting. Biden administration is launching a new door-to-door effort to vaccinate Americans. I wonder if they're going to come to my door and want to vaccinate me right in my front door. Is that the idea here? Falling short, the administration of their goal of 70% of adult population with at least one shot of the coronavirus vaccine. So here's the issue. It's fascinating. The president is so excited about everybody getting vaccinated now. When Donald Trump was in office, the president and vice president were both saying they would not get vaccinated with a vaccine that came about during the Trump administration. And now they wonder why people don't want to get vaccinated. Well, you can't have it both ways, Mr. President. It just doesn't work out that way. So that's just the way it is. Fully vaccinated veteran hospitalized after being diagnosed with Delta variant. Okay, so I know they don't want us to know about that there's a lot of people that the vaccine is not working for or who have had some serious problems with the vaccine. I get it. They don't want us to know those things. It's not good for their narrative. And have you seen this one? Breaking news coming out just this morning. This is brand new, right off the press. So Donald Trump is suing Facebook, Twitter, and their CEOs, suing them in a class action lawsuit violating his First Amendment rights. Fascinating here because class action lawsuits cost a lot of money. And Donald Trump apparently has a lot of money. And he's going to take and spend some of it creating a class action lawsuit. So generally class action lawsuits mean that there is more than one plaintiff. So if you feel that you've been harmed by Google, Facebook, or the like, you'll be party to this class action. Be very interesting to see where this goes, how long it lasts, what the repercussions are from it. We did see that a couple of the Supreme Court justices would love to see this come to the Supreme Court. So they need 4 in order to take on a case. 2 of them have already said that they're looking at, I think it's Thomas and Gorsuch. Thomas and Gorsuch have both said that they want to take on case or a case. So that'll be very, very interesting to see what happens with that, where it goes. And again, if you have a lot of money behind a case, or if you have a law firm that's willing to take on a case, that's a big benefit. Governor Cuomo declares new emergency. It's guns. Really? I have never seen a gun stand up and pull its own trigger. Maybe there's people out there. MSNBE has a guess that says January 6th was worse than September 11th. I wonder if that person had anybody in any of those towers on September 11th, because other than one person being shot by the police and killed by a police officer, well, there was nobody else that was there's no other deaths. Yes, I saw that there were some a heart attack, I think, but it wasn't as if the insurrectionists directly killed people, like 3,000 of them. So interesting to see where that one goes. But hey, it is MSNBE You can't expect too much. Alan Dershowitz, Democrat, predicts charges against the Trump CFO will be dropped. Does that surprise anybody? They want to get the headline, and then they're out there, and then they're gone. That'll be the end of that story. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, we have an interesting podcast lined up for you today. We do every day. Got a couple of better outcome segments that we are going to chat about. A look at price appreciation through 2025. What to know about credit card surcharges. What are the 4 phases of divorce mortgage? And what is the difference between alimony maintenance and spousal support? All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Building your future wealth starts now. Take action and put your money to work for you instead of working for your money. Are you sitting on $100,000 of home equity? Realty Pro 100 has your solution. Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program may increase your net worth by $50,000 to $75,000 or more per year. Learn more about the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program by texting My Wealth Builder to 79564. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. License DRE 020590058.
Blue Water Credit Repair is the industry leader in fixing bad credit. Did you know a 40-point increase in your credit score can save you $40,000 on a home loan and $4,000 on a car loan? You deserve good credit and peace of mind. Take the first step today and go to bluewatercredit.com and register for a free consultation from one of their credit repair experts. That's bluewatercredit.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Homeowners over the age of 62 are taking back financial control after retirement with reverse mortgages. And the Siegel Lending Team is here to help you use it to your advantage. Call Ron Siegel with Geneva Financial to receive your free information booklet with no obligation. The booklet answers all your questions, and the best part is you still own your home. Call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990 or visit RonSiegelRadio.com. Are you a military veteran, first responder, doctor, nurse, or teacher? If so, then you're a Ron Siegel VIP hero, and you may qualify for rewards up to $5,000 to $10,000 when you buy, sell, or refinance a home with a Ron Siegel Radio partner. As a valued VIP hero, you receive special savings, rebates, and valuable discounts. Learn more by calling me, Ron Siegel, at 1-800-306-1990 or visit VIPHeroProgram.com. It's just our way of saying thank you.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs, the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990. Geneva's got programs for everyone. And if you don't qualify for one of the programs that Geneva has right now, well, I'm going to throw it out there for you. Guess what? There's a game plan to get on. You can get on a game plan to buy a new home. That's the idea there. So maybe you need to have your credit looked at. Maybe you need some help with that. Well, we've got a partner there. It's not a Geneva program, but Jeff Sipes, Blue Water Credit, helps out a lot of listeners of Ron Siegel Radio get their credit corrected, give them a game plan on getting their credit improved so that they're able to help out. So we're gonna be on top of that if you need any assistance there. But hey, let's take a look and see what the markets are doing. Being that we are in the Mortgage Minute right here. So we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average right now up 92.43. The NASDAQ up 16.99. S&P 500 down 5.38. 10-year Treasury down 6 basis points to 1.311. Now, 1.311, yeah, we're pretty close to a very, very strong support level at 1.29. So, yeah, if you haven't made a education yet, or if you haven't taken care of getting that refinance going, now might be the time. Mortgage-backed securities are up 5 basis points this morning. That's helping with interest rates. Mortgage Bankers Association released their mortgage application data for the week ending July 2nd, showing that overall application volume decreased by 1.8%. Applications to purchase a home were down 1%. Refinances decreased by 2%. We're going to talk more about that in just a minute because you're getting some bad information right now on CNBC. Labor market, the Labor Department's JOLTS report tracks monthly change in job openings reported at 9.209 million for the month of May, which was lower than expectations of 9.3 million, but higher than last month's revised report of 9.193 million units. And let's take a look at it. So let's see, why is it that I'm telling you that you're getting misleading information on the TV about housing? So CoreLogic released their home price index report showing that home prices increased by 2.3% in May and 15.4% year over year. 15.4%. It's up from 13% in the previous report. Now, CoreLogic forecasts that home prices will rise 0.8% in June and 3.4% in the year ahead. CoreLogic has been way off on their forecast. Amazing to see them continue to under forecast both monthly and annual appreciation and then slowly revise their numbers. Just looking at today's report, they had forecasted 11% in May. 1.1% in May, and they reported 2.3%. They were only off by 50%. What the heck? Remember, these are the same people forecasted home prices would be down 6.6%, and we're up 15.4%. That's about a 22% miss. And we believe that we're going to see stronger year-over-year inflation. So why is it? Well, let me give you some more of their stats. Phoenix is up 24%, San Diego up 19%, Denver up 16%. Homeowners continue to come off of forbearance, with figures dropping to 1.9 million homeowners, declining for the last 18 weeks. Latest numbers are down 4% from last week, and there are many more expected to fall off in July. Looking at those coming off, 25% had continued to make payments, and used it as a safety net. That was smart. While we have been seeing these numbers improve, there has not been a frenzy in housing or foreclosures increase. And I believe that this will continue to unwind more gently than some in the media anticipate. So let's look at some of the Mortgage Bankers Association numbers. Let's dive in and talk about that. Why is it that I tell you that the media has got it wrong once again? Well, it's very simple. Because what we're hearing on CNBC, and again, Diana Olick gets this wrong every single month. I think she's been right once out of the last 4 or 5 years. But that's about it. But here's the issue. How do I know that housing is not falling off a cliff as they're talking about and the housing market is dying? Well, it's real simple. We continue to see an increase, a growing rate of the appreciation home prices. If the appreciation was slowing, then we can say, okay, maybe the home buying is slowing. But what's happening right now is the fact that there's nothing for people to buy. There's very, very little inventory, limited inventory, right? So if there's limited inventory, then what are you doing? How do you account for the fact that people don't want to buy houses? No, it's not true. There's a lot of people want to buy them. And the reason that the appreciation is continuing to grow instead of come back to a more normalized pace is very, very simple. The answer is right there. It's the fact that people want a house. Their families are continuing to grow. They want to get out of their basements. We've got a home buyers seminar coming up in a couple of weeks. Make sure you get registered for that. And we're going to have all the details coming up. But we're going to have a home buyers seminar. I think it's a week from Tuesday. I think it's the 20th of July, 5 p.m. We'll be doing it virtually, so you don't have to worry if you can get there. It's pretty simple to join us. And we're going to give you all kinds of great information on buying a house. The thing that I can't get is where are you going to find that house? We'll have some real estate professionals that are going to help us with that, and they'll help you get the house. They'll help you maybe get the winning bid on a house. That's a big issue right now. People are having trouble just getting a winning bid. So if we can help you do that, then we got a big, big advantage over what's going on in the marketplace. But contrary to what the media wants you to think, even though the applications are down, here's the issue. Cash purchases are up by 50%. So I just got through telling you that the mortgage applications on the purchase side is down by 1% last week, is down 14% year over year. But cash purchases are up 50%. Why? Well, people are realizing they need to go out and find some sort of a bridge. And we do have a process for you that if you want to be a cash purchaser, one of the partners of Ron Siegel Radio, I have no ownership in it, but they'll go out and they'll buy your new house for you. They'll pay cash for your new house. Now, you've got to have a valid, active listing on your departing property. And yes, they're going to charge you for that service. They have to make money also. But they're going to charge you for the service of being able to be a cash buyer. Or you can look with our friend on our group at Team 53. You go out to an auction and be able to be right there on the front line. You make the decision as to whether you get the house or not. You get pre-approved ahead of time, pre-underwritten ahead of time, and you know precisely where you're going to go. You know precisely what you can bid. You know precisely what you can afford. And if you decide to drop out, when you decide to drop out of the bidding or you decide to be the winning bidder, you're in control. Think about some of these things. There are different ways. Right now, if you want to own a home, and there's a lot of people that want to own a home. If you're one of those people that want to own a home, you can. You just have to find the right way of doing it, get the right professionals to help you. And as I've said before, I do have a license to sell real estate, had it for many years. I'm not the one that's qualified to help you with that transaction. I've got the license. I understand what the rules of the game are. But I also understand that you need somebody that's out there doing it every day, not a cut rate broker. It doesn't work that way. I know some of them are going to call it a discount in your full service. Well, sure. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that that you're going to get the full service, the same service from somebody who's cutting their commission, their services, their prices, that they have the ability to do everything and provide all the same services, marketing and everything else that you're going to get when you pay full price? I don't know. I've never talked to them. Just as a consumer advocate, I can tell you this, I'm skeptical, right? Because I don't think that somebody can do for you or will do for you. If they're willing to negotiate, they're willing to go in and cut their pricing before you even have to say hello. What do you think they're going to do when it comes to negotiating on your behalf? Yeah, they might be wanting to cut that too because they just want to get done. Kind of like when you go into a law firm, you know going in that if it's a lawyer that takes your case on contingency, he or she has a very good idea that they're going to win. Why? Because otherwise they wouldn't take it on contingency, right? They'd want to get paid up front. Well, here, the cut rate guys, they know that they're just going to get to the finish line. Are you the winner or not? I don't know that they know that. I don't know that they care about that. The whole idea is, did we get to the finish line? Did you get the house? What's going to happen 6 months from now? I don't know. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, a look at home price appreciation through 2025. What to know about credit card surcharges. We've got a featured home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. 4 phases of the divorce mortgage and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
In the middle of our street.
What's your plan to beat inflation and protect and build your future wealth? If you're not sure, and if you would like to learn the secret of building wealth by utilizing your current assets with little or no risk, Realty Pro 100 has your solution. Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder Program may increase your net worth by $50,000 to $75,000 or more per year. Learn more about the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder Program by texting My Wealth Builder to 79564. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. License DRE 02059058.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at RonSiegelRadio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you own a luxury home or planning to purchase one? If so, your home may be your largest asset, but your mortgage may also be your largest debt. The Siegel Lending Team is offering amazing financing opportunities right now. Jumbo loans up to $2 million, 30-year rates in the 3%, and 15-year rates in the 2s. Learn more at RonSiegelRadio.com or call me directly. My number is 800-306-1990. Licensed under NMLS 217037. Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. Digest tells you exactly what the county recorder knows about your property, exactly what the market believes about your property. Changes every month. You get an email from us every month telling you exactly what's going on in the property and the market and what this means to you and your family. And it's totally complimentary from Ron Siegel Radio. The truths young home buyers need to hear. That is our subject. For many young or first-time home buyers, purchasing a home can feel intimidating. A recent survey shows some home buyers ages 25 to 40 may be unaware about the home buying process and what they can afford. It found, quote, 1 in 4 underestimated their buying potential by $150,000 or more, unquote. Quote, 1 in 4 underestimated the increase in value by $100,000 or more. 47% don't know what a good interest rate is because they feel uncertain. Many young home buyers have given up on their search, or worse, they've decided home buying is not for them and never started on their journey to begin with. If you're interested in buying a home but aren't sure where to begin, here are 3 key concepts about home ownership you should understand before getting started. Number 1, what you need to know about down payments. Saving for a down payment is sometimes viewed as one of the biggest obstacles for home buyers, but that does not have to be the case. As Freddie Mac says, quote, the most damaging down payment myth, since it stops the home buying process before it can start, is the belief that 20% is necessary, unquote. According to the most recent Home Buyers and Sellers Generational Trends report from the National Association of Realtors, the median down payment for homes purchased between July 2019 and June 2020 was only 12%. That number is even lower when we control for age. For buyers in the 22 to 30 age range, the median down payment was only 6%. 6%. So if you're buying a $300,000 home in Riverside, that's $18,000. Number 2, you may be able to afford more home than you think. Working remotely, exercising, and generally spending more time than ever in our homes has changed what many people are looking for in their living space. However, some young home buyers don't feel they can afford a home that suits their growing needs and have decided to continue renting instead. That means they'll miss out on some of the long-term benefits of owning a home. As an article recently published by NAR, National Association of Realtors, points out, quote, many young adults are underestimating how much they need for home ownership. The survey finds millennials underestimated how much home they can afford right now, how much interest they would pay over a 30-year mortgage, and how much home values, on average, appreciate over 10 years. Knowing how much you can afford when starting is critical and could be the game changer that gets you from renting to buying. That's why we always tell you, get started with calling our team and get pre-approved, pre-underwritten, and know exactly what you can afford. You don't have to spend all of it, but it'll tell you exactly what you can afford. That's the big key. Number 3, home ownership will become less affordable the longer you wait. Finally, with mortgage rates starting to rise along with home prices appreciating, putting off buying a home now could cost you much more later. Sam Cotter, chief economist at Freddie Mac, notes, quote, as the economy progresses and inflation remains elevated, we expect that rates will continually rise in the second half of the year. Most experts forecast interest rates will rise in the months ahead. Even the smallest increase can influence your buying power. If you've been on the fence about buying a home, there's no time like the present. Bottom line, if you feel overwhelmed by the prospect of starting your home search, you're not alone. So let's get together. I would even recommend get registered. It's rsrseminars.com, rsrseminars.com, or you can text RSR Seminars to 79564, RSR Seminars to 79564, and get registered for our event. It's coming up on July 20th, I believe is the date. I should know that, being that I'm talking about it right here live on Ron Siegel Radio, but hey, you know something? We'll make sure we're going to be talking about it a lot in the next days and weeks to come. But July 20th, I think, is the date for the seminar. And we're going to have a lot of great information on that seminar. We're going to talk about how to improve your credit scores, how to establish credit if you don't have any, how to budget to afford your new home, how to calculate how much you can qualify. We just told you about how big an issue that is. Now, are we just going to be talking about right here in Orange County, California? Absolutely not. The items that we talk about are universal. You can get this information all over. You can go and buy a house in Riverside, San Bernardino, Redding. You can go to Washington, Idaho, Arizona, wherever you're going. This information travels with you. It'll be the same process wherever you are. The numbers might change to protect the innocent, but everything else will be the same. So you're going to learn everything you need to know to buy that first home, next home, move up home, right sizing. If you haven't bought a home in some time, it's going to be a big issue for you. You're not going to know. There's a lot of changes that have happened. If you haven't bought a home in 5, 10, 20 years, you may find that there are quite a few things that have changed over time. But again, that's the Real-Time Real Estate segment brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564, SLT Home Digest 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. So in our Better Outcomes section today, brought to you by mycdlp.com, I'm going to chat a little bit about the difference between alimony, maintenance, and spousal support. And I find a lot of folks, they don't know the difference between these. They look at them and say, okay, alimony, maintenance, and spousal support, they got to be the same thing. Well, when it comes to dollars, yeah, it might be the dollars might be the same. But when it comes to maybe being able to buy that next home, it might be a whole different world. So let's talk a little bit about the difference. So alimony is the payment of money by one spouse to the other after separation or divorce. Its purpose, to help the lowering earner spouse cover expenses and maintain the same standard of living after divorce. Generally, I think both spouses have a dropped standard of living, but that's a different story. Alimony is often considered the more legal term for payments made to an ex-spouse following a divorce. These payments may also be called maintenance payments, spousal support, or support payments. So, from one perspective, there's really no real difference between alimony, maintenance, and spousal support. But from a mortgage lending perspective, that is not always the case. Let's use an example here. John, he earns a monthly gross salary of $8,000, pays spousal support of $2,000. When obtaining mortgage financing, the monthly obligation of $2,000 is considered a liability and has a hard hit on John's monthly income. However, the majority of agencies, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, they may allow the $2,000 in monthly support to be reduced from the monthly gross income. So how does that differ? It is a direct impact on John's debt to income ratios, which have certain limits for mortgage financing, right? So you can go anywhere from 45 to generally about 54% debt to income ratio. But if you've got $2,000 out of $8,000 going to spousal support, 25% of that, 25% is being used. That's about half of your buying power. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's half of your buying power. Yet, if it's a reduction of income, the income's dropped to $6,000, so it hasn't used any of the buying power yet. So now you've got your full allotment, and just round it off, say 50%, you got $3,000 to use. Whereas the other situation, the former situation, if you get 25% of your 50 is used with the $2,000, That means you only have $2,000 left to use. So you've increased your buying power by 50% just by knowing the proper way of allocating this. Various agencies, though, do not differentiate between what can and cannot be done with alimony maintenance and spousal support. Some agencies will only allow this adjustment to gross income for alimony and require that maintenance is noted and calculated as a liability. That's a big difference. That's what I just talked about. A certified divorce lending professional can help identify these potential conflicts between the marital settlement agreement and mortgage guidelines during the divorce mortgage planning process of the divorce settlements. Got to get the divorce lending professional in there early. Now, there's a lot of mortgage professionals that don't get the certification of certified divorce lending professional, CDLP. They may or may not know some of these different guideline quirks. That's why the CDLP brings tremendous value to the divorce team during the settlement process. That's not part of the mortgage process. Just during the settlement process, the background knowledge of family law, financial and tax planning, real property and mortgage financing allows that CDLP to better support and assist the divorce team and divorcing homeowners. Working with a certified divorce lending professional and incorporating divorce mortgage planning into the divorce settlement may help both spouses obtain new mortgage financing post-divorce. Give me a call, 800-306-1990, bookrs15.com, bookrs15.com, and we can get you a 15-minute free consultation. See if we can help you out. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, we've got a featured home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. And we're going to also talk about a Your Credit Matters segment, all that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
If you're listening to this program, building personal wealth is a topic you're familiar with, and you probably understand that making money is about creating a high income from a high-paying job or running a business, while building wealth, on the other hand, is about creating a stock of value that goes up over time. You've also probably noticed lately that prices for fuel, groceries, and raw materials are skyrocketing, while your monthly income remains flat. Welcome to Inflation 101. One of the fastest growing wealth building strategies is utilizing your current assets with little or no risk, like the equity in your home. Realty Pro 100 has been helping people like you increase their net worth by $50,000 to $75,000 per year. Now's the time to put your money to work for you and beat inflation. Learn more and start building your wealth by contacting Realty Pro 100. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Receive free information on how the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program works and if it's the right wealth building strategy for you. License DRE 02059058.
Hey friends, do you dream of mortgage-free home ownership? Are you aware that even if you own your home free and clear, it could still be costing you thousands per year? The Siegel Lending Team can help you generate tax-free income, accumulate family wealth, and maintain ownership of your home. By simply emailing your most recent mortgage statement, you'll receive a no-obligation real estate plan. Learn more by calling 1-800-306-1990 or email me your recent mortgage statement to PEAR@ronsiegelradio.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at ronismylender.com. That's ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments, paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The featured home segment today being brought to you by myfavoritelender.net, myfavoritelender.net. 204 North Jewel Place, Orange, 92868, 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms. A Jewel in Old Town Orange, The Circle, Orange Plaza, whatever you name it, it's a wonderful place to live. 3-bedroom corner lot home has been recently upgraded and getting the finishing touches, including the yard. Full photos are coming soon. We don't have those yet. Patty Gregory has this property at Real Estate Legends. If you want some information, Patty has the information there. The pricing, $799,000. It is available for an FHA purchase, 3.5% down. You're looking at $3,203 a month. If you're looking at a 20% down, you're looking at $2,738 a month. 30-year buy down, 25% down. Strategically speaking, $2,446 a month. Yes, you do have to add the mortgage insurance itself and taxes. Those add quite a bit to it. But hey, it's a great property to get started with. Oh, I better tell you for the scorekeepers. Yes, so we got a 3.90 APR, 3.177 APR, 2.962 APR, NMLS 217037. And if you're not familiar with living near the Orange Circle, great place. In fact, I was just there last night. Brand new restaurant. I went and visited that one, Tabu Shabu. And I've never gone to one of these places. Tabu Shabu. You sit there and they bring you all your food raw and you cook it, and it's really good place. So, and they did a great job, especially for being their first night opened. They had a soft opening recently, but last night was actually their first night being opened, and really a good restaurant. But I digress. That's the featured home segment brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. And oh, by the way, you know something? When you go to myfavoritelender.net, I think that's going to get you a method of getting to our mobile app. And when you download the mobile app, it's got all kinds of great information on there. You can run calculations. You can check a loan status. You can upload documents, stay connected with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, I do have a great team, but I will tell you this. We're not going to answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right? There's generally no one answering the phones at 2 a.m. So you can leave a message then. But the bottom line is take a screenshot of that app and send it to RJ at ronsiegelradio.com. We'll put you in a drawing for 4 days, 3 nights, no purchase necessary, 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. You pay your own taxes, fees, and gambling expenses. We don't cover any of those for you. But 4 days, 3 nights. We just sent out a certificate today to one of our winners. So that did get sent. Check your emails if you think you might have been that winner. But it did go out there. So 4 days, 3 nights, Vegas, taxes and fees and gambling expenses are not included. But take a picture. Go to myfavoritelender.net. Take a screenshot and forward that to RJ at ronsiegelradio.com. RJ at ronsiegelradio.com. Let's take a look and see if we can get a Your Credit Matters segment in here today. I think I've got that information. What to know about credit card surcharges. As the economy recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic and businesses start to open back up, do not be shocked if you notice something new when you're completing transactions. A surcharge. What is a surcharge? Why do businesses charge it? Before we dive into surcharges, having a little background on credit card processing could provide some context. One of the ways credit card networks like Visa and MasterCard make money is by charging fees to businesses. Every time you swipe your credit card, the business has to pay a percentage of your transaction to all the companies who help make that transaction happen. These fees range from 1.5% to 3.5% of the transaction, depending upon the network. With small ticket purchases, especially, processing fees can make it difficult for businesses to make a profit. Rather than absorbing processing fees as a cost of doing business, some retailers and restaurants are choosing to pass those fees along to customers. This is known as surcharging. There's a reason why you haven't really seen much surcharging before now. It was not always legal. A string of court decisions, including a 2017 U.S. Supreme Court decision, made it legal for businesses to tack on credit card surcharges in every state except Colorado, Connecticut, Kansas, Massachusetts, and it's not a state yet, but Puerto Rico. While it's legal to add on to surcharges, businesses still have some rules to follow. They're required to display a notice of the surcharge, so customers are aware of it before completing a transaction. Businesses must also include the surcharge on your receipt. Besides state legislation, businesses also have to comply with card network rules. These generally require businesses to uniformly apply any surcharges across all credit cards. Additionally, businesses must limit surcharges to actual costs only. They are not allowed to profit from surcharges. Finally, the surcharge cannot exceed 4% of the transaction. For example, that means a $1 surcharge on a $10 transaction is above the allowed amount. Should you ever use your credit card anyway? Well, having to pay an additional fee is enough to make you tuck your credit card away or even take your business elsewhere. Sometimes that's not an option. Or maybe you're willing to pay the fee if it means enjoying your favorite stores and restaurants. For rewards enthusiasts, it may be worth it to pay the additional fee, especially if you can still out-earn the surcharge. For example, if you're getting 5% cash back, the surcharge is 3%, you come out ahead. However, if the surcharge is 3% and your credit card pays you 2% rewards, not worth it. And using a credit card doesn't pay rewards at all means that you're the one absorbing credit card costs. Surcharges can only be applied to credit cards, so carrying your debit or prepaid card with you as a backup, it could be a smart move. You can opt to use your backup payment method anytime you're not willing to pay the surcharge. Some businesses even offer a cash discount rather than directly imposing a surcharge. As you're weighing your options, don't forget about the other perks of using a credit card. Benefits like extended warranty, purchase protection, zero fraud liability may justify using your credit card and just dealing with the fee. While we may be nostalgic for the days of straightforward pricing with our purchases, surcharges may become part of the new normal. That is the Your Credit Matters segment, brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report. It is wrong. Credit Sanitizer, they're the ones that have the answers for you. They will help you to get that credit card. Better credit cards is actually what I was trying to say. Again, I was a little slow on that one. Hey, let's take a look at some of the other items that we've got to give away to you. We love giving you free stuff. So, and I don't always remember to get them all announced on the broadcast. And then we look at it and say, well, I wonder why nobody downloaded that free report, that free book. And it's because the radio host neglected to announce it. So when you're looking at your divorce, we do have the Divorce Your Mortgage Workbook. Divorce Your Mortgage Workbook. That one is complimentary. Go to mydymworkbook.com, mydymworkbook.com. You can also text My DYM Workbook to 79564. So that's a freebie if you're in the divorce world, if you're contemplating divorce. If you're already there, I feel bad for you, but that is a freebie for you. Every Friday, you can get our Market Minute. All you have to do is text Market Minute to 79564. Market Minute to 79564. We come up with a new one of those every single Friday. I kind of record it quickly. Josh does all the work, And then you can grab it for free. Again, compliments of Ron Siegel Radio. Find out what's exactly going on in the mortgage world, in the market, not just the mortgage world. It's all about all housing. And if you're thinking about buying a house, you better have the Home Buyers Guide. Again, text HPG to 79564, HPG to 79564. It's a little longer if you want to go to the website, rsrhbg.com, rsrhbg.com. And obviously, we've got the Home Buyers Seminar coming up, rsrseminar.com, rsrseminar.com. That's free too. So register for that. It'll be the 20th, 5 to 7 p.m. And again, there'll be a lot of great information there. And I think we might even give away 4 days and 3 nights in Vegas to somebody who attends. So I'll have to figure out how we can do that logistically with the team. And as always, I ask you, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.
Lights go out and I can't be saved. The tides that I tried to swim